recognize the gentleman I have next to me. He plays at, what's the name of that club you play at?
Well, I play impeccable on Mondays.
Yes, oh, that's only on Mondays.
Yes, on Monday, and on Wednesday, my spaghettos.
This is Sal
Santiago.
Santiago. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if you've ever seen him perform, and if you haven't, you've got to. You just continue. You never stop. You keep moving.
I don't know why they keep calling me. What's this? Are you running out of people? What? After all, we're in Las Vegas. We got so many entertainers in here.
We have a lot of but there's a lot of entertainers that actually don't fulfill the room. They don't, and also they don't arrive at the right time,
Correct.
and then they leave early, and then they're forever taking a break.
But there's only one man band like I have,
So there's only one Sal. There's only one.
Thank you so much.
It's amazing.
It's a pleasure to be with you, anyhow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's amazing. Of course, we were at the other night.
Yes, at the award ceremony.
With the awards, and that was also with Luke Perry.
Yes, indeed.
Luke Perry was putting this awards on. He couldn't have it done in a theatre, so he used your place where you were, which was absolutely beautiful.
It was totally great. You were there.
I was there. Yeah, I got
fantastic.
Award.
Yeah, so many of our good friends, Dana Day was there.
Yes, Dana Day was there. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
So many of us.
So how do you keep busy all the time? Because you said you just not corrected me, but he said he was there on Monday night. So means your other places.
Definitely, I'm at different other places. Like I told you before, I don't know why they keep calling me, but I'm blessed.
Keep the phone ringing.
Keep the phone ringing, But yes, I'm so blessed. I'm working different clubs and different. Now that most of the lounges in Las Vegas, they're not quite,
they're not ready yet.
They're not quite ready to open back up again like it used to be. Hopefully they will. I don't know if they will or not. But some of the restaurants in town are taking that opportunity doing that, And I'm being very fortunate that, like I said, I'm at Ichabod's on Monday nights. I'm at Spaghetti on Wednesday. And I work at different other venues like Miller's Tavern. I have a beer on Friday. A Big Dogs, which is another venue. Good friend of mine that own a country and western bar. It's called the Saddles and Spurs. I work there. I work also in there. So I've been very fortunate, and thank goodness that
I think you bring kind of a charisma. You kind of make people excited. They sort of, let's get on the dance, or let's do this, or it's like you turn heads when you get out there and you perform. You turn heads. There's a lot of people that play the piano. That they play the piano and that's it. And you don't really look at them on it's the background music.
Right.
But you're not background
at all. Not at all. No. I go to them, I either with my guitar or playing the both.
Do you play all these?
Oh yeah, I got a cymbal between my legs over here, and a little monkey running around with it.
Get out of here.
No, but
how many instruments do you
play? I play several instruments. I play trumpet, harmonica, drums, percussion, piano,
just a
guitar.
Few. I can't even play the piano. I tried playing the piano.
Well, none of them really. If I could, no. But I have a lot of fun, and I hope that the people that come and see me have just a good time as I am on stage. And I think everything is just. It's about that, get it together, and of course I give them this sense of privacy. We still want to be able to talk at a table and have a good time and enjoy the music, the ambiance,
No, you don't push yourself out there too much, but when people come up and start dancing and everything else, and sort of. How long did you play for? You started what, 7?
No, I started very young. I was 13 years old when I started singing. Professional,
professional.
Yes.
13.
Yeah, that was Santiago, Chile, where I'm from.
So did you have to earn money to help the family?
No, not at all. That was the rebel of the family, the black sheep, if you will. My parents didn't want anything to do with me playing music.
That's okay, because I'm the black sheep too. I'm the only one that left home. I left home. I shouldn't have done anything. I left home when I was 16. So I was gone and I was out and I was doing all this crazy stuff, and all the family stayed together. They still are together.
That's the same thing with me.
You did the same thing.
My parents didn't want anything to do with music. Nothing. Where
did you get that talent from?
That is just there. Not in my grandmother. She was a school teacher, and she played
nothing to do with singing.
And she played a little piano. But never. I don't think I got my inspiration or anything from her because she never did that at home. But where
so when you started singing, did you realize when you started sort of singing, you were probably 5 years or 6 years old?
No, I'll tell you why, because it's a little different. I never started singing until later in my career. I was always a musician first. I was intrigued by the guitar. I was intrigued by drum, by the keyboards, and I was always playing. Singing was way back.
When you started playing the guitar, did that come easy to you? Did you feel like it was kind of a natural talent?
I think it came easy because of my interest in it. Yeah. I would just try to every instrument that I play, I was just like amazed by what those virtuosos used to do with it, and just my interest would just
you hit this thing and this note comes out. You twing this and that.
And it was difficult for me because, like I said, my parents not being supportive of this. I didn't have any instruments at home. Growing up.
So you had to.
So, but thank goodness I have a grandmother. The babysit us.
Grandmothers always save the day, don't they?
The babysit us. And of course, she had all those instruments in her house. Against my mother and father's best wishes. And she said, well, if you want to dump a kiss over here in my house, don't tell me what I got to have in my house and not.
So that's where you were able to go. So you kept going over to your grandmother. I hope she lived nearby.
Exactly.
So it's amazing, how everybody has such a different story on how they start. Yes. And sort of like some kids could be, they could be driving with their mother and father and the radio's on and they start singing and they're all of a sudden, oh, wait a second, my kid has a voice.
Right. No, this was totally different.
This was totally different for you.
Don't do that. We don't want you to do that. I got a career pick for you. You're supposed to follow my footsteps, my father being a businessman, and me being the only boy and the oldest.
You were the only boy and the eldest.
So they had plans for me, which it wasn't going to sync with
mine. You could be a lawyer, you could be a school teacher,
exactly.
Right? Nothing of what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
So you left.
I want to play music.
That's cool. But you did it what you wanted to do.
Yes, I did. I was fortunate enough. And then, like I said, I did that in Chile. But by the time I was 14 years old, I was recording for RCA with a big group, one of the popular group, a teenage or boy group, you want to call it back then. You were 14? I was at the time, I was 14. When I was 14. Right. And then my parents immigrated to America in 1969. And that was to me the icing in the cake because that's where all my idols came from,
This is what you wanted,
right? God, this is great, So I definitely, that's where my career started taking off.
It started taking off. Do you write your own music and do you write?
I used to write quite a bit in the early ages, Now I just, because I was absent for the business for about 20 years.
20 years? What happened? You got married?
No, well, I was raising children, and I was raising my two kids, and I was involved in a lot of real estate deals, that I'm thinking a little forward. And but I thought I was done with it until about 7 years ago. I don't want to make a long story longer, but
you can make it longer. I'm not going anywhere. I'm with you.
I was diagnosed with cancer,
Oh, I'm sorry.
And not only once but twice.
It seems like you've got over it, though.
Definitely. So you've changed your perspective on life.
Yes.
Say, well, your music's been
your love
for the very beginning, and I think maybe it's time to get back into it a little bit.
And enjoy it.
Exactly. And I started getting back into try to polish on my craft. And little by little start adding different things, and and things started snowballing.
So you've kind of been your own boss.
Pretty much all my life.
All your life, you've been your own boss. That's why you always look so happy. You're always happy. See, it's always laughing.
Life is such a beautiful gift,
Well, I keep saying on my show, my new thing is to enjoy the journey and don't go to the destination. Enjoy the journey getting there. Because I think that's more important. Because you're still living.
We never know what's going to come next. Like I said, I was hit with cancer twice.
Yes.
Then I got COVID. Then after
Did you get COVID?
Yes, after being vaccinated. Okay. Then I had a ruptured appendix. Come on. What? I got 9 lives here, So
this is actually a cat sitting next to me.
Something is telling me there that I got a reason to be here. Probably, hopefully that is to keep playing music and enjoy it.
I think it's your attitude. You're always happy. You acknowledge people that come in, but you remember people.
I respect them, and there's so many different people that they can go see, and they choose to come and see me, and I'm so blessed and I'm so humble to have them as friends.
Yeah, it's funny because I was with a friend of mine, Pat. And we happened to, she said, I said, I've never been to this place, and people have recommended me to go. And I said, I really don't want to go there, but I'll go. And then I went, and I saw you playing, and I said, that's amazing. And
Thank you. It was so nice to see you there.
She was excited as well to be amongst all this whole thing that's going on. So what have we got coming up? Anything?
Well, tonight I'm at Spaghetto. As soon as I leave your show. Yeah.
Where's Spaghetto? I know where that's
It's on Southeastern.
Southeastern.
Yeah, right by the 215.
By the 215.
Beautiful Italian restaurant. Beautiful.
And what time do you start?
6:30. 6:30 to 9:30.
6:30 to 9. So that's every Wednesday?
No, every Wednesday now. Yes.
Every Wednesday now.
On Mondays, every Monday I make a box.
Make a box?
Yeah. So.
And then on the spaghetti?
And then I spaghetti on Wednesdays. And then I alternate different venues like Miller Tavern, Big Duck Drug House. I also do, the Salon Spurs deals,
Yes, I was. Yeah. So don't forget to look out for you now. Give people your information where they can find you.
Sure, you can look at me up at my website, which is salsantiagomusic.com. salsantiagomusic.com.
Sal
And-
Santiago. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
Santiago. So it's all one word, salsantiagomusic.com. And
Santiago.
yeah, and I
I
got my
must say that
whole.
right.
I know you just
Am
fine.
I all
gosh,
right? Sal
beautiful.
Santiago.
And I do have all my schedules in there and posted in the
That's what I'm saying.
website.
So if they go there, they can see all the schedules and they can
Exactly.
see. Absolutely, man. Now you always have somebody playing. Is it the bongos or the
Yeah,
drums or-
that's one of the things that that I'm so blessed. I got so many talented friends that want to come in and join me for the evening
you
or for
had a
the
guy
night,
that's
you know.
playing the- was
And
he
I
playing the
welcome
bongos?
him. Yeah, he plays
He
bongos
was
and
playing the
congas, you know.
bongos and everything. It was
you know,
amazing.
and I'm just so blessed to have, like I said, such a talented friends that want to get up and join and participate and
Yes.
and display their talent for all of us. I just
And it's
enjoy
all
and I
very-
welcome that. I
Yes,
welcome that
it's all
tremendously.
very casual. It's all very nice, and it's all very comfortable. You can sit and have
Definitely.
a drink and you
I
can
try to
gamble,
make
you
it
can do
that,
whatever.
it's not intimidating at all. Well, if we don't know it, we'll figure it out. We'll wing it, I would say, in the business,
We'll
right?
wing it. We wing it all the time, as I did earlier in the show when I was introducing everybody and I loused the whole thing up. But it doesn't matter, because that's true. That's what happens. You don't always have to see things totally
Exactly.
perfect.
Yeah, that's what it's like, right?
Real life is really cool. I like the real life because we're on streaming now, so I happen to like that. And they said, "Well, Ninon, aren't you afraid you might say something?" I'm not afraid of anything I say because you say what you say, right?
True.
I mean, you are what
That's
you
what
are.
we are, right? Exactly.
But I promise I'll never swear. That I don't do. We are what we are. So you've been amazing, absolutely amazing.
Thank
And
you.
don't forget to
Thank you,
go.
Paul. Thank you
Absolutely, I
very
love
much.
having you
It's been an honor.
promoting.
It's been my
This is
honor.
what we do. Vegas Live with Ninon actually promotes the entertainment business in Vegas.
And I'm glad to see you successful the show.
Yeah, we're
I
doing
mean,
very,
oh,
we're very
God.
successful.
Amazing.
Done very, very well.
Amazing.
And of course, I have an incredible new producer, Pureza. She's absolutely wonderful. Social
Yes, she
media
is.
shows, absolutely amazing. And of course, I love it all.
Your
It's
staff
very
is
good.
well marvelous.
And also, we're at the what's it called? The Art House Theater, which is in the art district of Las Vegas. This is our new setting, which is lovely. I'm right by the bar, so when I'm finished,
We can join you at the bar. Well, I got to go to work, but it's what that,
Yeah, but we can have a nice little martini
We
before
got
we
a
go
nice
on.
little early start,
An early start to the night.
Exactly.
We'll be right back.
After
with
all,
our
it's
next-
Las Vegas, right?
It's amazing. Vegas, you've got 24 hours a day. You
Yes.
can do anything you
So
want.
a friend
If
of
you
mine
want-
just to call me and say, "What time do you guys close the bar?" Close the bar?
Close the bar?
Are you kidding me?
What bar? There's no closed bar in Vegas. It's all open. Which is wonderful. But you can do anything you want at 3 o'clock in the morning. You feel you're tired, you want to go somewhere. You can actually go somewhere, but you can also go by yourself.
You can even go grocery shopping if you want to. Huh?
See? Absolutely.
And they got
amazing.
slot machines as well. Yeah.
We'll be right back with our guests. We've got some very important guests coming up, actually. I'm not going to mention who it is just yet, but they're very well known and very important. And we'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon. Take care.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.